All right, what's up guys? It's me, Eric B. And as you can see, not looking so hot. This past weekend was very eventful. So Labor Day weekend, also my birthday weekend. I did go down at the Tail of the Dragon, and the F3 behind me here, she's a little banged up, but that's gonna be for another video. But right now I kind of just want to go through the gear that I was wearing and just give you like an update on how everything held up. And then yeah, just went down at the Dragon. As you can see, my injury is a broken wrist. So I had to get a plate and some screws put in. Yeah, not fun at all. If any of you have broken your wrist before, you know what I'm talking about. And the only other injury that I had was just a sprained ankle, which I should be good with that in no time. But this is gonna take a little bit of time to heal. So I don't know, we're thinking maybe 6 weeks before I can even really do anything. I'm thinking maybe even 3 months, but to be fully recovered, I think it's gonna take about 6 months. So I'm off the bike for a while, and I know I'm gonna be itching to get back on twos. But it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? Stuff happens. Just gotta take my time with it and then and just move forward. So let me go ahead and show you the gear. All right, so first up we have the Revit Control one-piece suit that I was wearing. The suit held up just fine. I don't have a scratch on me. I don't have any bumps or bruises. Like I said, the only thing I have is a sprained ankle and my broken wrist. So the suit did what it was supposed to do. I was wearing an external back protector, and in this suit I do have a chest protector that's integrated into the suit. And then as you can see, they had to, the nurses had to cut my sleeve here in order to get my hand out because it was just too painful to pull out. And you know how it is, you know, trying to put a suit on, you have to do the shimmy dance and everything, and that was not happening. But yeah, overall, no real scuffs or marks or anything crazy. Even on the backside, it held up quite nicely. And then moving on to the gloves, these are the Revit Control gloves. So right there, they also had to cut it again. Like I said, it was just too painful to pull my hand out, so I was like, hey, just cut it. And really the only damage on these gloves that I could see was right there on the thumb. The little plastic piece right there kind of cracked. But yeah, like no like damage to my fingers or anything. No real big scuffs or anything. And what's crazy is where my wrist broke, I don't see any kind of impact on the glove portion or on the wrist portion of my suit. So I'm still curious to how that even happened. Still kind of boggles my mind. But yeah, these held up quite nicely. And then moving on to the helmet. So I was wearing the KYT NZ Race. And as you can see, where a lot of the damage took place there, where all the scratches are on this side of the helmet. Not bad. She actually held up quite nicely. I didn't have a concussion or anything. No neck issues or nothing, man. As soon as I went down, you know, there were some people around there like, yeah, don't touch it, don't take it off. But I was dying, man. I was sweating. It was hot. I was already like, you know, in pain and everything else. There's a little bit of like a crack right there on the side. I don't know how well you can see it. But I was like, take it off. So we took it off. I was fine. No back injuries, no head injuries, anything. And the helmet did what it was supposed to do. So if you guys were kind of, you know, on the fence on getting the NZ Race and how it holds up in a crash, there you have it. All right, and for my my boots that I was wearing the Alpine Stars SuperTech R's. These things are super comfortable, but I did sprain my ankle while wearing this boot. So I don't know, you know, exactly how much protection you're supposed to have with these boots. They're supposed to give you, you know, forward, lateral, rear, you know, kind of protection from twisting your ankle and stuff like that. But if you look right here, there is a gash in there. You can see the stitching and stuff coming out in the back here. And when I pulled the inner boot out, you can see light coming through. There's like a hole going through there. So yeah, so that, I say definitely if I wasn't wearing boots, I probably wouldn't, like my foot would be jacked up right now. But yeah, definitely guys, wear your gear because it does what it's supposed to do. Like I said before, it's not always going to stop any kind of fractures or broken bones or anything like that, but it will protect you from, you know, bumps, bruises, definitely road rash, and yeah, and especially boots too. I've seen a lot of guys that'll go on rides just wearing tennis shoes and Vans, and then, you know, they end up freaking losing their foot or something because they don't have the proper foot protection. But I don't know if you guys wear these Alpine Stars boots or know anything about them. you know, in a crash, do a lot of you guys, or do you know anyone that has issues with hurting their feet or anything like that? Someone else had told me they had hurt their heel really bad wearing these boots as well. So I don't know if it's just these boots or what, but I also have the Axial D1s from Dainese. I have not gone down to nose, but this is probably like the 3rd time I've worn these boots. And I mean, like I said, they did what they were supposed to, but that's just crazy, man. I must have just hit just hard enough on my heel to you know, get that type of injury. But yeah, and Revit does have a different set of gloves too. I forgot what they're called. I think they're called like the jerseys or something, but they're a little bit more expensive, and I think they're a little bit more durable for track use. These ones here, in my opinion, are for, you know, your spirited riding out on the twisties, and then you can get on the track with these gloves. But I think, you know, some are a little bit better. I also have the Dainese Steel Pros. I just would have wondered how those would have held up in the crash. I don't know if I still would have, probably still would have ended up with the same result with the broken wrist or whatever, but I still don't really know how I landed in order to have that to happen. But yeah, so like I said, no issues with anything. Gear's gonna be damaged now, so obviously we aren't wearing this stuff anymore. But yeah, guys, just want to give you an update on all that stuff and wear your gear. So if you guys got any comments or questions, just leave them down in the comment section below, guys. And I'll see you in the next one. Hopefully we can get a damage assessment done on the bike, and I will bring you a video on what's going on with that. And then what's next for the future, what's next for another bike and stuff like that. But we'll see you in the next one, guys. Peace.